Hi, my name is Mukarramah. My course is Management and Entrepreneurship. My class is on Friday, 3 until 6 p.m. My lecturer is Sir Irwan Iskandar bin Ibrahim. My title of economic issue is critical allowance deducted starting next year, 2020. I got this article from Berita Awani, and this is the review is part of principle of economic subject assignment. I choose critical allowance is deducted for medical personnel by 2020. Recently, the government announced it will repeat the grant for critical service incentive payments to doctors, nurses, engineers, and other professionals involved in civil service starting next year. The government said doctors, nurses, and those in the critical sector were overworked but underpaid. Inconsistent salaries can affect doctors emotionally and can lead to a wrong diagnosis of a public illness and thus endanger their life. If doctors or nurses have a emotionally if they have a problem with their emotional, how can they treat their patient well? How to treat a patient because they overload, overwork, and underpaid? The government should reconsider the critical allowance, because after deducting the allowance, their pay or salaries does not compare to working hours, because they have to work overtime and have to work more than 12 hours. The abolition, however, was criticized by health sector workers on social media, which is described as unfair because without critical allowance, the payments received were not worth the amount of hours spent by trainees or doctors. The decision to deduct the payment of critical allowance would discourage overburdened healthcare professionals with overtime, low staffing, and low pay. This is the cause because the income shortage due to impaired sources from GST to SST is the cause. Where is the economic issues? So I think the solution the government should do is should cut the unnecessary costs and increase the income, but they cannot cut the critical allowance to the medical personnel or other professional civil service. Because these medical personnel, they are earning between 5 and 10 times less compared to the salaries of their peers in private hospitals. With the cut, it will expect to lose more experienced personnel and see good ones discouraged from joining. It will worse for medical services. That's all.